wish I could take two home, but you know. Oh no. Hey, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.
That made me upset. Just to communicate that with you. But yeah, it was a joke, but it wasn't a funny joke at all. This is about picking your match. And so I thought that we had like a connection. I saw that we were making eye contact. And I wanted you to kind of be certain about which one of us you were going to pick. I understand that it's hard, but to express that you want to take two women home, that was just a no-go for me. I want my man confident, like, no, I want her. But you look great, and you are my type. I love 6'7". I'm 6 foot.
I mean, do you want it back or?
I'm okay, thank you.
She's someone that's your type?
Yes, of course.
Do you have an ultimate career goal?
Ultimate career goal is building a business right now.
Excellent. Are you good or you?
I'm good.
Okay. Is it a yes for you for him? Yes. And is it a yes for you for her?
Absolutely.
We got a match.
Man, I wish I.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rachaa Qadash. Double honors to the head elders and apostles, a great millstone who rule and teach well. Also, want to give a shout out there to the hopeful elect, to Yahawah and few Yahawah who are sincerely in this truth, as well as believers of this word, but not just believers, but doers as well. And again, in you, I like to say Shalom. All right, this is just going to be another quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. And like always, of course, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. But getting straight into it, as you can see the title of this one, but this shall surely come. And of course, based off the quick clip we just watched, all right, it's going to be dealing with Isaiah 4:1. Okay, that's what shall surely come, because that is very well prophecy. Now, as you can just see in the video, man, how this bride, she basically just threw her golden ticket out the window, all because of her emotions and basically the BS that Esau has taught the women, as if a man dealing with more than one woman is just totally off. All right, but actually in the eyes of the Lord, that's found righteous. Okay, as they say, my God-given right. That's a man's God-given right to deal with more than one woman, man. All right, as long as the Lord give him the resources and the things he need, to bear that yoke, then he's able to do that, man. All right, and in the kingdom, not even only in the kingdom, just even dealing on this side, in the time of Jacob's trouble, the time of great distress, all right, when the evils get worse and worse, you're going to have many men joined, Salakia, you're going to have many women joined unto one woman, Salakia. All right, again, you're going to have many women joined unto one woman. All right, and I'm going to say this, you're going to have many men that's going to fall by the way of the sword as well. All right, but yeah, that's a lesson for another time. But getting into it, man, I'm going to get this precept right here in the book of Isaiah, of course, 4:1. It says, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. So this is a prophetic scripture right here, all right, which is soon to come, which, many brothers, not just, brothers only, but even the beloved elder apostle Tahar has been going into this recently a lot, all right, Isaiah 4:1, all right, which shows you that we are very well at the door of Isaiah 4:1, okay, but I was mentioning many brothers, they was doing lesson on how you got a lot of these women in distress and mourning, okay, about they can't pay their bills and them being lonely and shit, which fits this very well scripture right here, Isaiah 4:1, man. All right, but when the lights go out and the famine is brought upon approach upon the people, as you can see, the gas prices are rising. Okay, crime is gonna go much. It's gonna go up a sharp rate. It's gonna go up. Shit's gonna get worse. And then you're gonna see Isaiah 4:1 in that day, man. All right, you're gonna see the increase of it. All right, women seeking out right now. All right, but how much more in that day? When a lot of you women are gonna humble down, and you're gonna you and another woman, your sister wife, exactly. All right, your sister wife. Y'all gonna share a man. You're gonna share a husband, man, and that man is gonna be a man of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, man. All right. But here it is, as we just saw the video clip here. You know, you seen her. You know, she gave up her golden ticket because of her emotions. You know what I mean? And you know, and because of feminism, what Esau Edom has taught you people, man, and mainly you women, because here it is, you have took the doctrines of this devil, you know, and mixed them in with your emotions, and you ran with it, man. So now you feel like you should be, you know, the one catered to, you know, worship, really. All right, which the Lord is finna get ready to show that, hey, women, you're gonna be put back in order, man. All right, and here it is again, Isaiah 4:1, man. But I'm gonna deal with that pride. Okay, you can see I had looked it up. That pride, because the Lord is finna get ready to humble, you know, the pride of you people. And again, mainly you damn women, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American women who exalt in your pride and wickedness, okay, through the feminism that this devil has given you. All right, this Proverbs 16 and verse 18, it says, pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Now here it is, you women who got, you know, got it in your mind that, hey, I ain't sharing my man. You know, this my man. You know, my man. He belong unto me and shit. Hey, man, the Lord finna show you. Especially if he's a man of the Lord. All right? How about Yahawashi finna show you, man. And if you're not willing to get with the program, well, the Lord is going to use that man to cast you out there into the utter darkness, man. All right? Back out there to the wolves. All right? But we all know a lot of you women are going to be in order, because as the scripture says, what? In the day of thy power, thou shalt be willing. All right? That people going to be willing. These women going to get in order, man. Here it is. She got offended all because the guy made a joke about, you know, I wish I could take 2 women home. And it was a joke at the end of the day, but here it is. She still got offended. She got in her emotions. All right? Because ultimately, she see him as really a high value man. The guy 6'7", you know what I mean? He finna own his own business. He wearing a suit and shit, you know, which the Lord is finna reveal unto you people what truly a high value man is. And of course, we know, for those of you who are in the know, we know that a high value man is a man of the Lord. All right, a man who dwells with the wisdom of Yahawashi, man. All right, remember, he said, I shall make a man more precious than fine gold. Okay, and that's that man again who has the wisdom of Yahawashi, which is the wisdom of everlasting life, man. You see, and that's very well what these people are going to be looking for. Okay, going back to, it says, matter of fact, let me see if I can get it real quick. Let me see if I can get it real quick. I believe that's in Psalms, which says, in the day of thy power, thy people shall be willing. Here it is, Psalms 110 and verse 3. It says, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, and the beauties of holiness. From the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth. So the people going to be willing to seek life in the day of distress, in the day of Yahawashi. All right, people going to be willing then, because that's going to be the very well thing that people's going to be looking for, life, man. Because so much death is going to be out here, okay, upon the world, the earth, all right, that people's going to be looking for that life, and it's going to be carried by the way of a man. It's going to be carried by a man of the Lord, man. Okay, again, as the scripture says, I shall make a man more precious than fine gold. What is that? I think that's Isaiah 13 and 16. Let me see. Nope, not 13 and 16. What was that? 16? And maybe. Let me see. Slock it. Bear with me. Man, more precious than fine gold. It's been a minute since I got it. Y'all, 13 and 12. Okay. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 12. It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than a golden wedge of Ophir. So here it is. And that golden wedge of Ophir, that's the most precious gold there is. All right, so here it is. The Lord is going to make a man more precious than fine gold, man. All right? And that man is going to carry the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, man. So, brothers, you finna get ready to see it, man. You finna have countless numbers of women flocking unto you. Okay? Remember the scripture says 7 women shall take hold of 1 man, which that 7 goes into a number of completion. All right? It doesn't have to exactly mean 2 or 3 women. You know, that can be, 45, 15. You know what I mean? It's just a number of completion. So, brothers, get ready. All right? And we seeing these things happening with the wars and everything. Remember the scriptures speak about how thou virgin shall mourn. Let's get that 2 Ezra 16. How the scriptures speak about the virgin shall mourn, man, having no bridegrooms. Yep, this 2 Ezra 16 verse 33. And it says, hold on, let me highlight it. It says, the virgin shall mourn having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. Now here it is, you complaining because this man, you know what I mean? This man said he wish he could take 2 women. Shit, and that day you gonna be like, girl, let's go. You know what I mean? You gonna be grabbing her hand and like, let's go. You know what I mean? Running to him. No, because there's gonna be a lack of men. It's gonna be a famine of men in that day as well. All right, and it's only gonna be the men of the Lord that's gonna be the last one standing. Okay, and people are gonna see that. They're gonna see that by the way of the miracles that these men do. Okay, and the wisdom, and the wisdom that they carry. All right, not only that, these men are gonna be looking healthy. Okay, you're gonna see the difference between these men and the other people out here in the world, man. All right, these men gonna be walking around with no, you know what I mean? They ain't gonna be bugging out. They not gonna be in that spirit of perplexity. You see? But they're gonna have the comfort of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi in that day. All right, while the women that do deal with men, a lot of your men are gonna be destroyed in the wars. Okay, they're gonna be taken by the famine. All right, and you're gonna mourn. Matter of fact, it says, in the war shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Yeah, and you're gonna mourn. You're gonna mourn. You see? When your husband never come back. All right, when he go out to get you and the kids some food, you and your 8, 7 kids some food, and he never come back. All right? Because he done been judged and they done took him, and cooked him up. These are the times that we coming into, man. All right, but as for you women that carry pride, hey, the Lord is going to bring you low. All right, this is the time to humble yourself. As you brothers seen the spirit of that, that female, as the beloved Elder Hawaii say. You brothers seen the spirit of her, man. She got pride, man. She a little haughty, light-skinned chick. You know what I mean? She got a little body on her, a little back on her. She got a little back to her, but that shit ain't gonna matter in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. We ain't gonna give a damn about your standards. All right? The men of the Lord ain't gonna give a damn about your standards, man. All right? Because here it is, a lot of you women gonna be rejected, believe it or not. You're gonna have a lot more women that's fucking rejected than it is accepted, man. All right? And that's the time that we're coming into, where brothers, you finna have the pick of the litter. Okay? The table is going to be turned into your hands, which is in your hands now. You just got to believe that, man. All right? You got to believe that, because here it is, the Lord, he'll have, some brides, reject you and shit, because ultimately the Lord don't give a damn about it. You got to understand that too. Lord really hate a lot of these people. All right? The Lord really hate a lot of these people because they dwell and exalt in wickedness. And they say they don't do nothing. Oh, going into that adulterous woman, how she wipeth her lip and says, I did nothing, roughly paraphrasing. All right? Because a lot of these women, they don't take accountability either. So the Lord just don't even want you dealing with them. And then you got to consider that even the ones you do deal with, that's a scary thing too, because she can really be dealing with you just to get fucking marked, man. You see? So, brothers, be patient. We coming into that time, Isaiah 4:1, man. You're going to have to pick of the litter, and whatever you say is going to go, man. All right, and that's thus saith the Lord. Remember, the scripture says, she that is my enemy. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick, and we'll get ready to close it out. This is the book of Micah, chapter 7 and verse 10. And it says, that she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. Yeah, that one, that was like, where's your power? Where's your God? You know, that's a fearful thing. That's why you need to fear Yahawashi, man. You know, just unto you women out there. Because you want the ones who buck up against the man of the Lord, all right, who mock the Lord, hey, man, the Lord will fucking cast you down. All right? Remember, we coming into that season where he's finna bring down the pride, man. All right? He's finna he's finna humble the haughty, as the scripture said, man. All right? But a lot of women, again, you're going to be rejected, then you are accepted, man. And even for the women that deal with men of the Lord now, you better hope. Hey, you better hope. You know, you better hope that man have mercy upon you in that day. Because here it is, we seeking mercy from Yahawah. How much more you, and you the weaker vessel, man. All right, so yeah, that's the point to that, Akim. You know, really, we coming into that season, man, of Isaiah 4:1. Of course, Lord will, we are that number, man. You know, and Lord will, we may be found worthy to be at that number of Yahawah, who be kept from the said pearls, man, and delivered in these times. So I'm going to leave it with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Till next time, I'd like to say, Shalom.